Mary is 72 years old. For years, she loved gardening, walking with her grandchildren, and joining her church choir. But slowly, things began to change. She noticed that after sitting too long, her hips felt stiff. When she stood up, her knees didn't want to cooperate. Even reaching for the high shelves in her kitchen became a challenge. Like many seniors, Mary began to shrink her world. She moved less, avoided long walks, and told herself this was just part of getting old. But here's the truth. While aging naturally changes our bodies, movement can restore what stiffness tries to steal. Mary discovered gentle chair yoga at her community center, and within weeks, she noticed differences. Her back pain softened, her breathing improved, and she began moving with more ease and confidence. Mary's story isn't unique. Research supports her experience. A study published in the Journal of Gerontology in 2020 found that seniors practicing chair yoga reduced pain and improved mobility significantly compared to those in non-exercise groups. Another study from the National Institutes of Health, NIH, reported that chair yoga not only improved physical function, but also decreased the risk of falls, one of the greatest health concerns for older adults. Even more, a 2019 clinical trial showed that seniors who practiced chair yoga twice a week reported better sleep quality, improved mood, and reduced feelings of loneliness. This means chair yoga is not just about stretching muscles, it is about reclaiming independence, mental well-being, and joy. And that's what we'll do today. Whether you're new to yoga, dealing with limited mobility, or simply seeking a safe way to stay active, this gentle chair yoga routine for beginners and seniors is for you. So grab a sturdy chair without wheels, place both feet flat on the floor, and let's begin. Warming up with breath and neck movements. When we think about exercise, many of us imagine jumping straight into big movements. But the truth is, especially for seniors and beginners, the most important part of any routine is the warm-up. Think of it like greeting your body. You wouldn't rush into a conversation with an old friend without a kind hello, and you shouldn't rush into exercise without gently saying good morning to your muscles and joints. We start with the breath. Sit tall in your chair, feet flat on the ground, knees directly above the ankles. Place your hands gently on your thighs. Now close your eyes if you feel safe doing so. Inhale slowly through your nose, filling the lungs like balloons. Pause for just a moment. Then exhale through your mouth, as if you're blowing out a gentle stream of air to cool your tea. Repeat this for 5 full breaths. Each time, notice your shoulders dropping a little lower, your chest opening a little wider, your mind beginning to settle. Next, we turn our attention to the neck, a place where so many of us carry years of stress. Slowly lower your chin toward your chest. Don't force it. Let the weight of your head guide the movement. You may feel a gentle stretch along the back of your neck and upper shoulders. Stay here for 3 breaths, then slowly raise your head back to neutral. Now, turn your head to the right, as if you're looking gently over your shoulder. Hold. Breathe deeply, then return to center. Repeat on the left side. To stretch the sides of the neck, tilt your right ear toward your right shoulder. Imagine you are trying to listen to a soft sound in the distance. Keep your shoulders relaxed and away from your ears. Breathe deeply. Come back to center, then repeat on the left. Finish the warm-up with shoulder rolls. Inhale as you lift your shoulders up toward your ears. Exhale as you roll them backward and down, releasing tension. Do this 5 to 6 times, then reverse the motion. These simple movements may seem small, but they are powerful. A study from the American College of Sports Medicine notes that gentle mobility warm-ups improve circulation and joint lubrication, helping the body move more easily and reducing the risk of strain. For seniors, warming up can be the difference between pain and freedom. By starting slowly, you invite your body into movement rather than demanding it. As you finish this warm-up, notice how you feel. Perhaps your breath is steadier, your shoulders lighter, your mind a little calmer. That's the beauty of beginning with intention. Even before the yoga poses begin, you've already given your body a gift. Seated mountain pose, finding your foundation. At first glance, seated mountain pose may seem almost too simple. After all, you're just sitting in a chair. But don't let the simplicity fool you. This posture is the foundation of every other move we'll do together today, and it teaches one of the most important lessons in yoga: the power of posture. Sit tall in your chair. Place both feet firmly on the floor, hip-width apart, with your knees directly above your ankles. Let your hands rest comfortably on your thighs or at your sides. Now, imagine that there's an invisible string attached to the crown of your head, gently pulling you upward toward the ceiling. Your spine lengthens, your chest opens, and your shoulders naturally slide back and down. You are sitting, yes, but you are sitting with purpose. Close your eyes if it feels safe, and breathe deeply here. With each inhale, imagine your spine elongating, creating more space between each vertebra. With each exhale, picture yourself rooting downward through your feet, as though you are a tree sending roots deep into the ground. This image of stability and strength is why we call it mountain pose. Mountains don't rush. They don't sway. They stand tall, steady, and grounded. And that's exactly how we want you to feel in this moment. So why is this pose so important for seniors and beginners? Because posture affects almost everything, from how deeply you can breathe, to how much energy you feel, to how stable you are when you move. Research published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity has shown that seniors with improved postural alignment experience better balance, reduced back pain, and even improved digestion. Sitting tall may not feel like exercise, but it creates the foundation for independence and vitality. If you find yourself slouching, don't worry. That's natural, especially if you've spent years hunched over a desk, watching TV, or looking down at a phone. Each time you notice yourself rounding forward, simply return to the image of that string lifting you tall. Over time, this awareness will carry into your daily life. You'll sit taller at the dinner table, breathe more fully as you walk, and feel lighter in your movements. Stay in seated mountain pose for 6 to 8 slow breaths. Focus on the feeling of dignity and presence in your body. Remind yourself, this is not just sitting. This is training your body to hold itself with confidence, stability, and grace. And that, for seniors and beginners alike, is where true health begins. Seated cat-cow stretch. Awakening the spine. Your spine is the central highway of your body. It carries signals from your brain to every muscle, every organ, every limb. When the spine becomes stiff, it's not just your back that suffers. Your energy, your balance, even your mood can be affected. That's why this next movement, the seated cat-cow stretch, is so powerful. It gently awakens the spine, bringing life and mobility back to the very core of your body. Here's how we begin. Sit tall in your chair, with your feet firmly planted on the floor. Place your hands gently on your knees. On your next inhale, roll your shoulders back and down, arch your spine, and lift your chest toward the ceiling. Let your belly expand slightly as you open the front of your body. This is the cow portion of the stretch. Think of a cow standing calmly in a field, chest lifted, heart open. Now, as you exhale, round your spine, tucking your chin gently toward your chest. Press your hands lightly into your knees as your back curves outward. Imagine drawing your navel inward toward your spine. This is the cat portion of the stretch, like a cat arching its back in the sun. Continue moving between these two positions. Inhale into cow, opening the chest. Exhale into cat, rounding and releasing. Flow at your own pace, letting your breath guide the motion. Do this 8 to 10 times, slowly and mindfully. What's happening inside your body as you do this? You're gently stretching and strengthening the muscles that support your spine. You're improving flexibility in the back, shoulders, and chest. And you're giving your abdominal organs a subtle massage, which supports digestion. According to research published in the Journal of Bodywork and Movement Therapies, spinal mobility exercises like cat-cow reduce stiffness, ease chronic back pain, and improve balance in older adults. One of the greatest benefits of this pose is how quickly it creates relief. Seniors often notice stiffness after long periods of sitting, whether reading, watching TV, or riding in a car. By practicing this stretch regularly, you're teaching your spine to move fluidly again, reducing the risk of injury and increasing comfort in everyday life. And remember, you don't have to push yourself. Even a small movement, a gentle arch and round, can make a world of difference. This isn't about forcing flexibility. It's about inviting your spine to remember what it feels like to move with ease. As you complete your final round of cat-cow, return to a tall seated posture. Take one deep breath in and one slow breath out. Notice how your back feels a little looser, your chest a little more open, your energy a little brighter. That's the gift of awakening your spine. Seated side stretch, expanding the breath. Now that the spine is awake, let's give your lungs some room to expand. Many people don't realize that our ability to breathe fully depends not only on healthy lungs, but also on the flexibility of the muscles and bones around them. As we age, posture often becomes more rounded, the chest caves forward, and the rib cage becomes less mobile. This makes breathing shallow and tiring. But with a simple seated side stretch, we can begin to undo that tightness and create space for deeper, more refreshing breaths. Here's how to begin. Sit tall in your chair, feet planted on the ground. Place your left hand on the seat of your chair for support. On your next inhale, lift your right arm slowly up toward the ceiling. As you exhale, lean gently to the left, letting your right side body lengthen like a growing vine. Don't collapse forward or twist. Just imagine reaching up and over, as if you're forming a graceful arc. Take 3 to 5 deep breaths here. With every inhale, feel your ribcage expanding like an accordion. With every exhale, let your body soften deeper into the stretch. Slowly return to the center and repeat the movement on the other side, lifting the left arm overhead and leaning gently to the right. Now pause and notice how you feel. This movement doesn't just stretch the muscles between your ribs, called the intercostals. It also improves lung function. Research has shown that side stretches and chest-opening exercises can increase breathing capacity in seniors, especially those with shallow or restricted breathing patterns. For individuals with mild asthma or COPD, gentle side bends have been found to improve oxygen flow and reduce the feeling of breathlessness. What's more, this stretch supports posture by strengthening the side body, making it easier to sit tall throughout the day. Imagine how much lighter your daily activities would feel. Walking, bending, even singing or speaking, if your lungs had more space to expand. For those with limited shoulder mobility, here's a modification. Instead of lifting your arm all the way overhead, simply place your hand on your hip and focus on leaning gently to the side. You'll still receive all the benefits without straining the shoulder joint. Repeat the seated side stretch twice on each side, moving slowly and mindfully. By the end, you'll feel taller, more open, and more energized. And most importantly, you'll breathe a little easier, a gift that carries far beyond today's practice. Seated forward bend, calming the body. One of the most powerful movements in yoga is the forward bend. It may look simple, leaning forward over the legs, but it carries deep benefits for both body and mind. For seniors and beginners, the seated forward bend offers a safe, gentle way to stretch the back and hamstrings, while also calming the nervous system. Let's begin. Sit tall in your chair with both feet flat on the ground, hip-width apart. Place your hands on your thighs. Take a slow inhale, lengthening your spine as if you're growing taller. On your exhale, hinge forward from the hips, not from the waist, and gently fold your torso over your thighs. Allow your hands to slide down toward your shins, ankles, or the floor, wherever they comfortably reach. There is no perfect depth here. Go only as far as your body allows without strain. Let your head and neck relax completely. Imagine your spine lengthening downward as your crown of the head gently points toward the floor. Stay here for 4 to 6 deep breaths. With every inhale, feel the back of your body expanding. With every exhale, imagine releasing tension and heaviness, letting gravity do the work. When you are ready to come back up, do so slowly. Roll up one vertebra at a time. stacking the spine gently until your head rises last. This protects your back and prevents dizziness. So why is this pose so powerful? Physically, the forward bend stretches the hamstrings, hips, and lower back, areas that commonly tighten with age and lack of movement. Seniors often feel discomfort in these regions, especially after long periods of sitting. This pose gently counteracts that stiffness. But beyond the physical stretch, the forward bend has a calming effect on the nervous system. According to studies in the field of yoga therapy, forward folds stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body responsible for rest and relaxation. This can lower blood pressure, slow the heart rate, and reduce stress. Many seniors even report feeling a wave of emotional release after holding a forward fold, as though they've set down a heavy burden. If leaning all the way forward feels too challenging, here's a helpful modification. Simply fold halfway, resting your forearms on your thighs. You'll still feel the stretch in your back and hips while staying fully supported. Take your time with this pose. Repeat it 2 or 3 times if you wish. Each time, allow yourself to sink a little deeper into relaxation. The seated forward bend is more than a stretch. It's an invitation to pause, release, and let go. Seated leg extensions, gentle strength building. So far, we've been opening and stretching the body, creating space and flexibility. Now let's shift into strength building. Flexibility is important, but without strength, our muscles cannot support us through daily activities like walking, climbing stairs, or even rising from a chair. For seniors especially, maintaining strong legs is essential for independence. That's why seated leg extensions are such a valuable part of this practice. Here's how to begin. Sit tall in your chair with both feet planted firmly on the floor. Hold on to the sides of the chair for support. On your next exhale, extend your right leg forward, straightening it as much as you comfortably can. Flex your toes back toward your body. Hold here for 2 to 3 breaths, feeling the muscles in your thigh gently engage. Then, slowly lower the leg back down. Switch sides, extending the left leg forward, holding and then lowering with control. Alternate legs for 8 to 10 rounds. If you want to challenge yourself, hold each extension a little longer, up to 5 breaths, before lowering. For extra mobility, you can also add ankle circles while your leg is extended, rotating in one direction and then the other. This simple addition promotes circulation and keeps the ankle joints supple. So why focus on the quadriceps, the muscles at the front of the thigh? Because these are the very muscles that help you stand up from a chair, get in and out of a car, and walk steadily without relying heavily on support. Weak quadriceps are directly linked to higher fall risk in older adults, and falls are one of the leading causes of injury among seniors. Strengthening these muscles is not just exercise, it's fall prevention, it's independence, it's freedom. Research published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy has shown that resistance exercises targeting the quadriceps improve walking speed, balance, and confidence in seniors. And the best part? You don't need heavy weights or gym machines to benefit. Even this gentle seated version builds strength safely over time. If straightening the leg fully feels difficult, don't worry. Simply extend the leg halfway or keep a slight bend in the knee. What matters is engaging the muscles, not achieving a perfectly straight line. Over time, as strength improves, you may find your leg naturally extends farther with ease. As you finish your set, sit tall once more. Notice the gentle warmth in your thighs. That warmth is your body thanking you for keeping it strong, for preparing it to carry you confidently into each new day. Seated pigeon stretch, opening the hips. The hips are sometimes called the storage drawers of the body. They hold tension, stiffness, and even emotions. Over time, especially for seniors, the hips become less flexible due to years of sitting, reduced activity, or arthritis. When the hips tighten, they pull on the lower back, affect balance, and make simple activities, like bending to tie your shoes, stepping into a car, or walking, feel more difficult. That's why the seated pigeon stretch is so valuable. It gently opens the hips, improves mobility, and releases tension that many of us didn't even realize we were carrying. Here's how to begin. Sit tall with both feet flat on the floor. Slowly lift your right leg and place your right ankle on top of your left knee, creating a figure 4 shape. Your right knee will point outward to the side. If this feels too intense, you can simply place your ankle lower along the shin or keep your toes resting on the ground while gently opening the knee outward. Now, inhale deeply to lengthen your spine. As you exhale, hinge gently forward from your hips. Keep your back long, avoid rounding or slumping forward. You should feel a stretch along the outer hip and thigh of your lifted leg. Stay here for 4 to 5 deep breaths. With each inhale, imagine creating space in the hip joint. With each exhale, allow your muscles to release a little more. Slowly return to upright and switch sides. This posture may feel challenging at first, but don't force it. With time, your hips will gradually loosen. A study published in the International Journal of Yoga Therapy found that hip-opening stretches significantly reduced stiffness in older adults and improved their walking stride length, meaning they could walk more comfortably and with better balance. For many seniors, hip stretches like this also relieve pressure in the lower back and reduce discomfort from sciatica. Remember, modifications are always welcome. If crossing the ankle over the knee feels too difficult, try simply crossing the ankles on the floor and gently pressing one knee outward with your hand. The key is to find the version that feels safe and supportive for your body. Repeat this stretch 2 or 3 times per side, breathing deeply. As you finish, sit tall again and notice how your hips feel, perhaps a little lighter, freer, more open. This freedom of movement carries into everything you do, from walking across the room to dancing with your grandchildren. The seated pigeon reminds us that even in stillness, we can release years of tightness and create new space for movement and joy. Seated twist. Restoring balance twists are often described as the detox movements of yoga. They wring out tension, stimulate circulation, and refresh both body and mind. For seniors and beginners, a gentle seated twist is one of the safest and most effective ways to restore balance in the spine and bring a sense of lightness to the body. Here's how to begin. Sit tall in your chair, both feet planted firmly on the ground. Place your right hand on the outside of your left thigh. Bring your left hand to the back of the chair for support. On an inhale, lengthen your spine. Think of growing taller. On your exhale, gently rotate your torso to the left. Allow your gaze to follow, turning your head only as far as is comfortable. Stay here for 3 to 4 deep breaths. With each inhale, lengthen a little more. With each exhale, soften deeper into the twist. Slowly return to center and repeat on the other side. Why do we twist? First, it restores mobility to the spine, which can become stiff from years of sitting and poor posture. Each gentle rotation nourishes the small muscles around the vertebrae, helping them stay strong and supple. Twists also massage the abdominal organs, supporting digestion and relieving bloating, a benefit many seniors appreciate. Research backs this up. Studies in yoga therapy have found that twisting postures improve spinal flexibility and circulation, while also lowering stress by activating the parasympathetic nervous system. For older adults, even gentle twists can bring a sense of relief and rejuvenation. Now, let's talk modifications. If reaching the back of the chair feels difficult, simply place both hands on your thigh and twist more gently. If your neck feels stiff, keep your gaze forward and let the twist happen only through your torso. What matters is the intention, not the depth. One common mistake is slumping into the twist. Remember, always sit tall before rotating. Imagine a spiral staircase. You can only rise upward if you stay tall and stable. The seated twist also has practical benefits. By keeping your spine mobile, everyday movements, like looking over your shoulder while driving, turning to grab something behind you, or reaching across a table, become easier and safer. This reduces strain and keeps daily life flowing with more ease. As you finish the twist on both sides, return to your tall seated posture. Take one final deep breath in and exhale slowly. Notice the sense of refreshment that lingers. Like wringing out a sponge, you've released tension and made space for new energy to flow in. Cool down and guided relaxation, breathing into gratitude. We've stretched, strengthened, and opened the body. Now it's time for one of the most important parts of yoga, the cool down. This is where the body absorbs all the benefits of the practice and where the mind finds calm and peace. Too often, people rush through exercise and skip this part, but for seniors and beginners, the cool down is essential. It lowers the heart rate, relaxes the muscles, and allows the nervous system to settle into a state of rest and healing. Let's begin by returning to stillness. Sit tall in your chair, feet flat on the floor, knees relaxed, and hands resting gently on your thighs. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Take a slow breath in through your nose, hold for just a moment, and then exhale through your mouth, letting out a long sigh. Do this 3 times, each exhale longer and softer than the last. Now, inhale deeply and lift both arms slowly overhead, reaching toward the ceiling. Exhale as you gently lower your arms back down to your sides. Repeat this 3 times, moving slowly, like the rise and fall of ocean waves. This simple movement encourages circulation, opens the shoulders, and connects breath with gentle motion. Next, bring both hands to rest over your heart. Feel the warmth of your palms against your chest. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine sending gratitude to your body for all that it has done for you today. Gratitude may seem like just a thought, but research shows it has real effects. Studies from the University of California found that daily gratitude practices lower stress, improve sleep, and even strengthen the immune system. Right now, in this moment, you are giving your body both movement and gratitude, a powerful combination for health. Let's add a touch of guided imagery. With your eyes still closed, imagine yourself sitting on a quiet beach. The sun is warm but gentle. The waves lap softly at the shore, and a light breeze brushes against your skin. Each inhale feels like fresh ocean air filling your lungs. Each exhale feels like letting go of everything heavy that you no longer need. With every breath, you feel lighter, calmer, more at peace. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. Inhale, filling your lungs with calm. Exhale, releasing tension, stress, and worry. Stay here for 1 to 2 minutes, letting your body soak in this sense of ease. To finish, take one final deep inhale, lifting your chest slightly. Hold for a moment. Then exhale completely, emptying your lungs. Slowly open your eyes and bring your awareness back to the room. Wiggle your fingers and toes, roll your shoulders gently, and notice how you feel. This cool down isn't just about relaxation. It's about reminding yourself that you are worthy of rest, worthy of care, and worthy of stillness. Seniors often spend their energy caring for others, children, grandchildren, friends, or even their community. But today, for these few minutes, you gave yourself the gift of movement and peace. Remember, even if you only practice the cool down and breathing part on days when you feel tired, it still counts. Your body and mind will thank you. A gentle invitation. Congratulations, my friend. You've just completed a full session of gentle chair yoga for beginners and seniors. Take a moment to let that sink in. You showed up for yourself today. You gave your body movement, your mind calm, and your spirit space to breathe. That alone is a victory. Maybe you felt your spine loosen a little. Maybe your shoulders dropped some of their tension. Or maybe you simply enjoyed the gift of slowing down. Whatever your experience, know this. Progress in yoga is not measured in how far you stretch or how perfect your posture looks. Progress is measured by presence. By showing up, by moving with kindness, by breathing with awareness. You've already succeeded. Now, I want to leave you with a thought. Every time you sit down in a chair, you have an opportunity. You can slump, sigh, and wait for time to pass, or you can use that same chair as a tool for strength, flexibility, and peace. A chair can be a prison of stillness, or it can be your doorway to freedom. And today, you chose freedom. If this practice brought you even a moment of relief, calm, or joy, I invite you to make it a regular part of your life. Even 10 or 15 minutes a few times a week can transform how you feel. Imagine walking more comfortably, standing taller, breathing easier, and greeting each day with less stiffness and more energy. These small, consistent steps add up. They are how we reclaim independence and vitality as we age. And I would love to continue this journey with you. On this channel, you'll find more gentle, senior-friendly routines, from stretches to build flexibility, to exercises that strengthen your balance, to calming practices for better sleep. Together, we're building a community of older adults who refuse to let age define their limits. So, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Click the little bell icon so you'll know when a new video is posted. Give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful, and share it with a friend, a spouse, or a neighbor who might also benefit. You never know. Your small act of sharing could make a big difference in someone else's life. And finally, as you go about your day, carry this thought with you. You are never too old, never too stiff, never too late to begin again. Every breath is a chance to start fresh. Every stretch is a gift to your future self. And every moment you choose movement, you are choosing life. Thank you for practicing with me today. Until next time, stay gentle with yourself, keep moving with kindness, and remember, your chair is not just a seat, it's your gateway to strength, peace, and joy.